And let's see what Jame has been cooking for us on this T side.
I'm looking forward to it. Show on the road, and I was trying to be a little careful. There's 3 bodies here to meet him. S1mple with the dualies. First contact will be his, and it goes well. Belchinok clipped by the dual Berettas up close with S1mple. And he's going to stick around for a little more as well. They can sort of continue to keep hold of this A main control if they really want to, but they're going to dip away, fall back.
Later on in this round, it certainly was the right call to cancel on the A hit, but it has been tremendously slow. Got a cave walkthrough from the CT side. It's certainly not ideal. Left eye angles for them. They can frag out Electronic here. Maybe there's a route into this site. My eyes, though, are very much here on Jamie. He's been lurking for ages in and around this red room. Oh. Can't get anything done. Now the bomb is sprinting back. S1mple, just about on location, decides to go in front of this with his Molotov and does keep the bomb at bay. Look at the HP on this young man. Bomb goes down, but this will be a near impossible afterplant, I believe. Nota tags so low. Surely gets flanked, and he does. So fairly simple in the end. Quad kill for him.
Yeah, nice work.
They would certainly struggle to have such ease, I think, against these two teams. But I would put Sinners in there as a potential threat. And, of course, we'll see over these coming days. But that threat can materialize.
I caught a bit of that Sinners run as well. They were looking so good. I think they ended the cup with something ridiculous, like a average rating across the team being like a 1.27. Pretty mental stuff. Looks super, super sharp.
Especially the final. They were by far on the way. I think the best team on display that week. Andu peaked into a lot more players than he was bargaining for, I think. But the good news is for the CT side is they have a lot of bodies. On the right side of the map, they're going to go for an information play. Maybe they're not aware just how much this B side of the map is loaded up. S1mple's called back to help out his teammate. This is quite precarious as they stay in their semi-aggressive positions. Nexus still playing inside a donut, so he's clearly not fully aware just how lopsided this T-side encroachment is. Now we're falling back into these back lanes. This does not feel good. They're going to stack elsewhere on the map at just the wrong time. They are well out of position. I think if this bomb can go down, a save needs to be a serious consideration for this CT side.
Yeah, I think you're right. Already looks like they're angling for it. It's going to pull back. There's just no way of getting in there. But it's not even just the fact that they're not getting in there. It's also just the fact that they're just too low to even tempt the idea.
I have no doubt their Ancient could be better than it has been, obviously, in their recent games. And I guess, as you said, we'll see if any tweaks obviously been made. Nota here way out in front of his teammates, but Sassanito there seems to have no idea just how far he had encroached. Good kills on the AXEC itself, and Nexus doing so much work. This smoke is presenting tremendous problems, but these are good trades. S1mple dispatched. We find ourselves in a 2-on-2, but they're stuck behind this big box. Molly surely. Oh, it's a little bit of a gap. So much util landing around them, and Andu seals the deal.
Oh, he bails them out a little bit there. That was dicey. The util nearly making that huge difference.
In cool, there's not a lot going on in mid, but otherwise, I don't think BC.Game have a great understanding of what's happening. We can see on the minimap this is likely to become a fake soon, and clearly that kill will only go to further sell it. Nexa here is in a world of trouble. The bomb is coming his direction, and they might have to save here early again, man. Their money's just so dreadful on this CT side. Yeah,
this is getting to a really difficult spot. I think already innately you're angling for the save here. S1mple and Casanito, they've got no leg room to make their way back in towards this site.
Something like that?
I think so, yeah. And it feels like it's kind of one of the large reasons as to why this team have clicked so quickly. I mean, when they were first formed and they went through some of the initial changes where James took over the calling once again, I mean, won the first CCT of the year. They were really looking solid from the get-go, and hence why they've climbed the ranks so quickly. And they're out and towards B so quickly again. Smoke's down. Bomb should go down to follow. First fight is a little dicey from James. He'll lose his life to Casanito. And Zito now under a lot of pressure. There's no real escape from here.
I think he needs some help, right? Somebody needs to get in there. Electronic, though, should put Beltronic to bed. Does in the end. And you can see pretty much all three players of the T-side groups in and around Cave. They understand the imperative nature of winning these fights and retaining that control. A beautiful spread of frags for the offense. And now this feels impossible for Electronic. The time is dwindled so low. No fights being presented. And Parivision, their explosiveness in these tight situations, the individuals are cracked on this team. Certainly bet against them. Just 2 players here in Cave for the defense, and they'll need to do something very special, I think, to lock down this site.
Oh, shame. That is risky. Lose his head. Electronic will catch him, but it won't deny this bomb going down. All recovered as Andu wields it. There's still util to work with on this T side. Not loads of it. Deep CT smoke. Now leaving 2 HEs, 2 flashbangs. Oceania, wary of the flank, but he'll still fall to it as he did in that previous round. Now a 5 versus 3. They've got numbers to work with now. And BC.Game, this might be the round that breaks a deadlock a little bit. The flash is good. Andu should be dead, and he is. To the hands of AW. As it falls back into a 3 versus 3, and the clock is too far gone on this one. BC.Game fall back. It's not actually a bad effort. If they'd had a kit, they might have been tempted further forward. It's Parivision who locked themselves into 6. AW and Zila will fall to the bomb, but
7-3. There is enough for BC.Game to muster buys. Another buy, but we started to get in that territory of they simply have to find more rounds before this gets truly out of control.
Where they haven't committed as a full unit going forward, they lose James, who struggled so far this game, to be fair to him. 1 and 6. Smoke down, Andu. Nice find by him. Behind that smoke, just catches a glimpse of Zila, and that's enough to train the crosshair.
Electronic can end this round. Or give an opening. It's taken down. Sassanito is pretty low. S1mple come over to lend a hand. And that should make life a lot easier. Remaining 2 on the ramp side, and S1mple well trained. Makes mincemeat of that one. So barring something pretty spectacular, this is going to be a 4th on the board for BC.Game. S1mple a little bit out. 2 kills come in. Thank God Sassanito's on location, because Beltronic there for a moment showed us why he's so feared. Keep an eye on the mini-map. There's no rotation forced yet. Clearly, the T-side wants to end B, but these guys are steadfast. There's 3 here, and S1mple in an excellent position. He's in front of his util. Can he do the job? First foul. What a flick. James tries to trade. Getting a little bit scary now. They're getting flanked. They need to make a decision here into Cave. Which way do they want to fight? S1mple forced back, and that molly could just be the round winner. They're going to go for it, given it being the last round of the half, but yet again, Parivision play a blinder.
That molly might be the MVP of the round. So good. It just forces both of them into awkward fights, and the last man falls to the hands of Nota. What a half coming out from Parivision. They are flying, and we'll see if they can continue to do so after the break. Yeah, Beltronic, you're under a lot of pressure. If you can get one and fall away and then just buy time for rotations, that'd be nice, but when they come, that molly's going to force them away, and it's going to be a full 5-on-5 retake here.
There is a kit on AW, so that does make you feel a tad more comfortable. S1mple can heave his nade in. No damage. Onto Beltronic, and we've got 3 in Temple, 2 CT. There's no flashes here. There is a smoke, but they'll definitely want to save that for the bomb. First 2 kills, though. Beltronic is a beast.
Oh.
Yellow gets 2 immediately. That is unbelievable. Now that the smoke's on the bomb, denying this should be next to impossible. Casanito here doing his damnedest, but that was an unenviable position. These individuals on Parivision are so much fun. Gonna send 2 out towards A. Don't really have much map control elsewhere, so I dare say they'll probably have to commit to A at some point. Just whether Parivision can join the dots. B-Fake comes out. It's going to pull James over. And look at that, Nota. No idea of players on the boost. Belchonok gets double peaked. This is looking good for BC.Game.
S1mple attempts to bang that nade round, but doesn't. Casnito makes or breaks this round. If they do end up going for it, but they're not, they're pulling away, and he actually could catch one on the tail end, and he will. Down goes Jame. And the force buy does all right. I mean, now a spot as well where for BC.Game, we can start scaling in towards this one. There's 2 guns left over. Might even be 1 as well. The pace at which Casnito's getting in the backlines here. If another gun drops, means there's nearly nothing to work with. Nice find from Zelo, though. So at the very least, they survive a little scare of the hunt at the end. But it's a good round for BC.Game nonetheless. Up to a 5th. They've got to do the hard way, right? There's money to work with for rounds to come for BC.Game, so they're going to win these gun rounds out and chain them together. And also in the spot that they're in, where they don't have any residual cash, they've also got to try and win them out super cleanly so they can continue to have super clean investments. Trading mollies in towards ramp. Zelo up close. They might try and send Castanito in here, but it's Electronic first to fall in via elbow. Oh, so sharp.
Yeah, doing their best. You can see all the extremities being poked and prodded now by BC.Game as they're yearning for a reaction. Nexta does find a kill, and it has done quite a lot to get these CTs moving. S1mple required a display. Can he deal with Jame in towards Donut? He cannot. That smoke also blooms a tad too late. Pull Jame out of the game, and now he's in front of it. He can tell his teammates. Saying anything just yet. Of course, we know that Andu's around. Ooh, this is on such a knife edge. Belchonok connects, and what looked like quite a scary round seems to have stabilized for the CT side.
Yeah, you're right. Next, we're going to go back towards B. It's currently unmanned. AW is not far away. I don't think he's going to be able to die the plant, so at the very least, bomb will go down. Step made, now he's committed to the plan. AW starts to move his way forward.
Bomb has been planted.
I don't see Nexta winning this from here, but get another kill. Make it expensive. He's also found a way to isolate the 2 players here incoming through CT. A bit more chip damage with the nade. Belchonok will fall. Really shouldn't have been the one to fight there, Belchonok, with the AWP, but it doesn't really matter. Round 1 up to 10 for Parivision. 3 rounds ahead, 3 rounds away. A lot of U-turn towards mid as a priority. They're trying it out as well. He managed to cross all the way towards Shelf. And I bring the bomb in this direction too. Oh, that's a risk we don't want to be facing off against the AWP, or unless you're Nota, who wins out that fight. Mental that he swings that.
Bonkers. Yeah, absolutely.
Electronic wanted to be the one to set the tone going out on towards this side, but a molly will slow him down briefly. They're pulling away and they double back, but they're a little out of position. Time ticking, 20 seconds on this clock as well. They start moving their way forward, but it's Jame and AW combination play as they find the killer piece. Casito trying to make the difference, but he's caught on the swing, and it's all on the shoulders of Nexta once again. He might squeeze out a bomb plant out of this. He did it in the last round, and he will again here, but anything more feels unlikely. Does get a kill. That'll be about that. Parivision up to 11th.
Another round where they're pretty confined to playing retake. Of course, this time there's more terrorist util. To keep them at bay, make it all the easier to actually get a plant out of this. Molly comes down in response, but there are safe plants here for Andu. Finds one in the end. So they did just get pumped in, and all 5 are here for Parivision. S1mple, an important frag. Electronic up next. And it seems like Parivision just decided to try and fight with numbers, and they have been a little bit overwhelmed. BC.Game, hold on for now.
Yeah, that's all they can really afford to do in a situation like this. It's just, essentially when you're at such a deficit and the odds are stacked so highly against you, 1 round at a time. Nice one to take. Kills really across the board, bar Nexta. And Belchenok, he will stay alive. Doesn't look like they're going to hunt in his direction.
Notice bought no nades. So I assume he's going to get aggressive. He hasn't got that aggressive, at least not to a degree that he would forego util. Belchenok, clinical first headshot. Notice here for the trade. So mid engagements were looking good. Hassanito flies off the ledge and stops that in its tracks. So for now, it is even Stevens. The bomb is here on B. You've got a player in cave as well. There's 2 in defense, though. They need to find these players quickly. Do they expect to play this far advanced? Up in the cave. Oh. That is a brutal duo of kills. And does James even feel like this? What a hit.
That's massive from Casito. He's not done loads throughout this map, but that might be worth its weight in gold. Unfortunately, nothing James can do. And
that's James. He seems to decide what happens.
I'm not going to doubt him. Seems to always have something cooking. Hello. There's 1. There's 2. Not a bad way to start. Priority on mid-aggression. It's Belchenok and Note, a dynamic duo who once again step up with an opening double. This time it's not traded either. Oh, Jamie, you're lucky. Casito tags him, but he can't finish. James still deep over towards B with that orb. In comes the util. I can't catch anybody on the cross here, but basically should just be planting for Donut. Smoke down. Are they going to try and make life uncomfortable? It'll still tick. Oh, Belchenok gets to his 3rd in the round. And that should be all but done. It's one of those rounds we call upon S1mple. We need something special. We know he's got him in the locker. But a 1v5 clutch needed here. I'm the greatest Counter-Strike Go player of all time, but this is not to be one of those. Shut down by Nota. It's map point Parivision.
36 seconds to go. BC.Game may need to commit through this smoke. They've done a lot of you to themselves. HE to break it. And in they go. James trying to do his damnedest. Slow down this offense, but loses his own life. Yellow up next, but can't find connections. And this is a really tough decision, I think, as CT side if you're going to save. Belchenok finds another. This will inspire his team, I guess, to give this one a crack. S1mple in and around this pillar, looking for a fight. That smoke to his right is going to fade real soon. They'll have a lot of positions to worry about. As good as S1mple is, he's going to choose his directions perfectly, and Ziello is a master of that. 2nd kill is savage, but it's just Notes that remains. Time pretty much gone. Nexus just needs to bide his time a little bit here, and this will be over. It's a fantastic shot, but it won't alter the direction of the round. We have gone the full distance. Just go looking himself. Boost comes in as James actually does peel off for a moment, so isn't anybody holding the tunnel's entrance to the site explicitly at the moment. Snade comes out. Doesn't quite burst the smoke fully. Belchenok is now under a lot of pressure. There's 2 to his right-hand side as well. Players flying off the B ledge at a very opportune moment. And now this looks good. Just need to deal with Electronic. And it leaves Nexa in an unenviable position. There's a player to his right coming out of Temple as well. Surely they can just peek off each other's contact at this point. James really bides his time. Nota runs off to the other side of the map. What is going on there?
Yeah.
Leaves James alone. You can see James is now very hesitant to make a move at his teammate. I do not blame him. Nota needs to get back on terms. Moving now into Donut. They, of course, know that Nexa was in and around the site a few seconds ago. He can't have gone far. Committed to the mid-side position. Can he find individual duels? He cannot. James seals the deal. It went the full length, but they claim it. 13-11.
Oh, yeah, made to work for it. And also, you know, it's a much better showing from BC.Game on that map. I think I got him a little bit in one of the previous CCTs, but they're committed to this fight here. Belchenok playing in through CT, the smoke towards top stairs and jungle. Molly down as well. Oh, the util comes forward, but it's Nota for the first. Belchenok dinked. He might want to dip back, but shots through the smoke can still be precarious.
They've got to fight for some control here. Pretty much given them that's going to be CT now, but there's 4 here for the CT side. They have no utils, just need to swing this as a group and hope for the best. Here we go. 2 fast kills for them, 1 for Electronic. He finds a second as he pivots back towards the site itself. But still the numbers favour this CT side. Can they deal with Electronic? No, they cannot. Electronic's been an absolute hero so far in this round. James has a kit. And not a great deal of time here to isolate these fights, and they're playing such a dirty game of Counter-Strike in this 2-on-1. Electronic has saved them there. Does look like on the mini-map that BC.Game are shaping up to hit A. James collects 1. And we'll see if this T-side's incentivized to go elsewhere. They are throwing a lot of util to split A, but clearly having lost their player on the ramp, compelled to go elsewhere. There's nothing really to deal with James in these long-range angles. S1mple turns around and does find the frag, for he himself is traded out. Nota's come around for a duel. He's very much alone, though. Could do with some help from his teammates. Gives a good stab. That was too much to ask. Find ourselves in a 3-on-3. It's not going to be easy for the CT side. They're giving this one a good go at the moment.
Yeah, why not? Damage towards Nexa as well, but they're already kind of pulling away. It's not a terrible round in a sense, though, right? You've got a little bit of investment coming through, but the main thing invested has been saved, and you've picked up 2 rifles on top of it. So
yeah,
there's silver lining to take away from it, and there's still a world in which this exit could be fruitful, and it is. They're putting a lot of pressure on this T-side economy now. Even 1 more kill here for Belchnok could be huge, and he'll get it. Nexa, the last to survive. The bomb radius is still pretty big, but I think he's just about far enough away that he's going to be okay. And he is.
What have we got here? Old school nade set onto A. Smoke into CT stairs and jungle. Then head forward with numbers. Volley goes by the bench to prevent a player just walking through the jungle smoke. So site is claimed, but these sort of rounds tend to hinge on map control for the T's in the afterplan. I'll tell you what, especially with that kill now, they have nothing. They've got players around Tetra's got 1 in Palace, but they have nothing forward to fight with. It's going to take a huge individual outplay to get into this round. 1 for S1mple, but that's all he finds. And now these positions I find very difficult to get anything done. Yeah, on the bomb. Oh, they can't find him. Oh my god,
no way. Oh, they do. They get him. Electronic looked like he was missing. How actually a BC.Game walked away with this round? Everyone dies. Oh, it's chaos at the end. Yes, lost bonus is good, but at this point we're already starting to care less about it. Here they come. Split through towards A. James somehow given the luxury of getting out. Oh, and the spam's good by Nota. Just a quick little double check in. Belchnok's playing around the flames, and we get one of his own. And with them having no run player, this makes life all the more awkward. Belchnok is just running for the hills. Nota, his presence alone makes life so difficult. There is no safe place to plant properly. They have to take a gamble, and they gamble that there's no one CT. And it's one that'll pay off. Nota still trying to cause a bit of a problem. There comes Belchnok again, now making his move from ramp. He's just toying with that fight, but there's just surely no chance for Castanito here. 1v4, and he's not even going to look at that tap on the bomb. The full defuse comes through, and that's Parivision getting on the board, and not only getting on the board, but doing it with 4 staying alive. That's huge.
Slightly bizarre sort of round from the Parivision perspective.
Polar opposites in terms of the way
they might have to say,
broke to 2 halves.
They might have to say, but I know it's an early call, but look at the CT positioning. There's nobody on A. We're stuck behind this jungle smoke. The T side get even a whiff of what's going on. They'll have Palace, ramp, CT spawn. It's connected duels granted. Are not going too badly for the defense. Smoke and a flashbang on AW. Smoke the bomb, perhaps. Flash over CT to help your teammates get out. Gain more control. You can see Electronic is looping the long way around back to ramp. So 3 players now for BC.Game in essentially the same position. Pretty one-dimensional hold. And they're all coming from the same angle. Guns are trained. And that was an amazing retake. I'd favouring that gun instead. It's Yellow here. Good spawn. And look at that. Nexa on his MAC-10. Taking the space. Wanted to get up close and personal. Might have favoured a rifle there, and the duel he finds himself in the end. Trying to split A here quite aggressively, but they're losing a lot of numbers, and Jame, he smells what's up. He knows they can kill Andu. It's pretty much a done deal. 1v4 for s1mple. Yes, he's got util, but not a great deal else. There's a big flank developing from Nota. Endless util flying his direction. He's pretty much stuck in and around sandwich here at the moment. Goes looking towards triple. Looks like to me that James just posted up, so missed shot perhaps. James doesn't connect initially, but this big flank is the insurance policy, and yeah, they're warming up now.
Okay. James. Posted first. Easy for him. s1mple gets one simultaneously. Becomes a little weird now. Damage dealt under pressure. AW kind of have to win that, and James had nowhere to escape. They're trying to deny, but they can't get into a position to deny this bomb plant. This swings everything. This empty pillar player will fall to the hands of Zelo. And another round for Parivision. Up to 6 now in a row.
Round 11 then. And BC.Game. They certainly can't find the formula at the moment. They try and make this play out of Palace. Once they gain the initial room.
The whole belt of utils being dropped on towards the site, and he was still running for that rotate.
That one's bizarre.
Break open the smoke. James holding behind it as well. Just keep trained on towards the Palace, and there should be one for free there. But it's Cassidy who finally gets on the board his first kill. James will get one. They're trying to deny the plant here. They might be able to. Zelo gets it falling. Are you kidding me? Everything is clicking now for Parivision, and they're getting luck on their side too.
Wowzers. This is going from bad to worse. Perhaps there's something that can be done to get the numbers on A before this split develops. No util though that can go on connector, so these players will be given some space, but Jame just in time. And look at this. Bit of a mow down. Couple kills in response, but AW's colossal flank could well seal the deal. Lots of movement from these terrorist players, but I don't think they know what's coming. AW connects. One man to go, and that is s1mple.
Oh.
She never count him out of any round, but he's not got the HP, surely not to do this. Finds a second. They need something more out of this half. And s1mple gives it to them. 5 on the board. That's what it takes.
Pistol for BC.Game is very important. Starts well.
This is the bomb as well.
Yeah.
That bomb gets dropped. There's also 2 players in apps for this CT side. I can't believe this bomb has just got out. Absolute Houdini level stuff. Slipping out of the straight jacket. And wow, that is actually astonishing. 2 players underpass, 2 players B apps, and the bomb somehow gets out back to A. In the meanwhile, give Nota and Ziello a lot of credit. They are just eviscerating the A side, bomb side at the moment. Wow. Julie's collected. Oh dear. BC.Game had the right players in the right place, but they couldn't finish the job.
Actually mental that it's all about electronic and s1mple and that double play, but I guess in particular s1mple, who was up close, just letting him get out, costing the round. The only casualty is James first to fall.
That caliber of buy, yeah, they need to do something pretty magical, I think, to win this. They do have the stack on the right side of the map. That's the good news. But they need to do something with it, and of course the fear is you show too much presence, you root the terrorist players out where those are a nice couple kills. So at least it's not an immediate explosion on A, and again we're slowing down. It's just topsy-turvy. Okay, we are ending B. Back we go.
Bojack, quick trade on towards Andu. And now all on the shoulders of s1mple. Bomb will rotate back over safely towards B. He's got a Galil, and he pulled off a mental clutch despite his HP being low then at the end of the half, and we need another one here. Versus 2. He's not going quiet about it. They might have even heard a step, and now they know about him. Nade. That was a nade. Not a good one. One of the nades of all time. As it nearly does more damage to him than it would have anybody else. This round feels like it's all but done. Hang on. Maybe speak a little too soon. Thankfully, Belchanok is bold in the fight. Oh, my.
B split look quite likely in the near future. Util into connector. Smoke on window, and look at this. Util flying over the top of the apartments next to just the one, and now s1mple has a big job to do. Doesn't get a great deal done. Site is now claimed. Just need to get that bomb over towards. They does do the job, but a 3-on-3. And BC.Game, if they're going to go for this, they need to win it.
Yeah. Now or never. I mean, it's doable with Nota being so low. 1 foot in the grave for him. They're hesitant as they're waiting for that short rotation to come through, but no one's even really opened the short. Maybe AW if the swing comes through. Electronic is going loud about this as well. And he draws attention away to allow the players out from market, but it's AW for the first. Time's ticking. We have to go now. We cannot afford to dawdle, and it looks like they're already giving up on this one. On the exit, Andu will get a second in all fairness, but a quick trade from James, so nothing saved, nothing gained. Bar some consolation kills.
I hope they got their wits about them, because there are a lot of players in advanced positions right now, and mid could get prized open if they're not careful.
Oh, nice shot. Looks for another. Oh my god, they are mechanically unbelievable. I mean, I feel like, again, it's one of those rounds that you just have to give it a go. You got nothing to lose now, really, for BC.Game. Electronic, dead to rights. Nota is dawdling around with the Util. He can hop for the AWP as well. Interesting decision. Maybe he just doesn't want it to be recovered. This round's
even if I was a
sorted.
top 5 team, I would not want to face this Parivision squad in a best of 1 in a major.
Yeah. God,
They are
awkward, yeah.
They're crazy skilled. This could be unexpected. They've just put that Util into apps, so W on paper shouldn't expect that move, but he's played a little bit too much Mirage to fall for that. This could be it if Casanito can't do some damage, and he cannot. 5v3 with the grand final awaiting. It's just Andu and Electronic. It's been a masterclass of Mirage. 4 rounds for BC.Game in the first 4, and 1 since then. These individuals from Parivision are well up to the task of this match, and Andu and Electronic are staring down the barrel of the feet. They're stuck behind Util. This is just for show. This is surely done. Electronic finds 1, but time should seal the deal. It's just Electronic and Parivision. They've done it. Incredible Mirage, and they absolutely deserve to be in the grand final.
Yeah, what a performance. What a series from them. And then just as a whole, what a map there on Mirage. They continue that